Hi everybody, I'm JT. Welcome to another video from me here at Campervan Journey. If you watched our video series of our trip to the Alps, we escaped unscathed. However, the van did suffer some damage, unfortunately, which we're going to attempt to repair today. So if you saw the video, you may remember that we hit a badger. We ran over a badger on the auto route at about 60 miles an hour, about 100 kilometers an hour. Under our near side front wheel. Thought we got away with it, only to find out a little bit later on that it had totally demolished our grey waste pipe, literally grey waste pipe, which runs from our grey waste tank underneath the van. And today we're going to try and fix it. So stay tuned to find out how we get on. So the badger hit the near side front wheel. There's a little bit of spoiler trim that was damaged and removed, and there's probably still some badger fur under there, but first inspection we thought that we got away lightly with that. It was only later on that we discovered our grey waste pipe had been completely obliterated by the badger. So the grey waste pipe would come from here out by about a foot, held on a bracket. So the force for it to go through and smash it completely was obviously pretty extreme, but that's a rough indication of how it was positioned. That was fine, and I thought that in essence we could replace that fairly easily. But it was only yesterday when we were getting ready for some trips away, now that the weather's getting better, filled our tanks, tested our drains, did everything to get the van ready, that we realised the grey waste pipe or grey waste tank was leaking. So this necessitated some further investigation. As you see from the pictures here, you can see where the water was leaking out. Even when the waste valve was shut off, we were still losing water. So having investigated it further myself, couldn't find what the problem was. So I made a few calls, and a local motorhome and caravan service chap was able to come around at really short notice and have a quick little look. And he identified, having removed some of the protective panelling that goes underneath the van, the feed pipe or the exit pipe from the grey waste tank is actually split. So I'm going to attempt to show you that in this video, and then show you how we're going to try and repair it. But point of putting this video together on the channel is that grey waste pipes do tend to be quite exposed underneath the van, so I'm sure it's a problem that many people will have come across along the way. But hopefully we'll be able to get it fixed today and not need to go through the complications and ramifications of a full insurance claim. I've already spoken to my insurers, and whilst it's covered, who they'll get to repair it, how they'll get to repair it, they're not sure yet, because it's badger damage isn't specifically notified on the policy. Anyway, let's get under the van and see what it looks like closer up. Okay, so underneath the van, we raised it up a bit using the chocks and removed the protective or access plate from here. This is the motor for the valve on the grey waste tank, and you can just see here there's water just dripping from the grey waste tank here. And if I just gently push here, I don't know if you can see there's a split that runs down here. So when the badgers hit the pipe, the force of that impact has actually split, move this whole pipe. So what we're going to do is, using some special sealant gunk, which was recommended to us by the gentleman who came to have a look, the motorhome service chap. I'll put his details in the description. He suggested we use this CT1 sealant to go all the way around the thread where that split is, and then hopefully that will seal off the leak. And if that doesn't work, then we need to replace the whole tank, because that join there is right on the join to the tank itself. And then we have a new pipe or piece of pipe that we can install on here to come out and replace the damaged drain one. Scalpel. Ruth, I need somebody small to get under here. Okay, so we're gonna just try and dry that off a bit before we put the sealant on. It's not going to be perfectly dry, and the sealant will actually work in wet conditions. Okay, so the sealant is called CT1, Unique Sealant and Constructive Adhesive. Having read the description, it's supposed to stick absolutely anything. So it even works underwater apparently. I just need to get as much of it as I can in and around the split. It's a bit cack-handed in here to work it, but we'll see how we get on. There's no way of doing this neatly. I need to try and get it all the way around. And anybody who could do this neatly probably needs very small fingers and be about 2 feet tall. I went for a lighter colour to make it a bit easier to see what I'm actually doing, and I think that was a good decision. So plenty of sealant on there, so I'll put some more on. It's certainly very, very sticky. Put some on my finger, feed it up the back. It's not the neatest of jobs, but hopefully that will stem the flow. So we'll just give that a couple of minutes to harden off, and then we'll put the cap back in place. What we're now going to do, we've got a piece of pipe to replace the broken waste and install that in here. Just a regular piece of domestic plumbing drainage pipe, but it fits perfectly in the gap. Got some solvent bond to put that on. Okay, so we're going to use some Evo Stick pipe weld adhesive for this. Put a little bit in the waste pipe, a little bit on the new waste pipe, and then that should bond the two together. This is a solvent, so I don't want to get too close to it if I can avoid it. Just throw it in there. So there we are. So I'm just going to put a bit more sealant on under here. Given that we were just wiggling it around with putting that pipe in. So we're as thick as possible. Hopefully that will do the job. So if you found this video useful, please remember to give us a thumbs up. Please remember to hit the subscribe button. So the final part to do is to replace the, I don't know what to call that, plate that covers up basically access hatch, to put the access hatch back, which covers the hole where we were just using to get through to patch up that split pipe. So it's only like a plywood material, and I was debating whether to put it on now or to leave it, and but I think I'm just going to put it on then. If it still leaks, then potentially we've got a bigger problem, so I think we'll just get on and put it all back together now. In theory, this should just slip back in. I don't know what those two drain pipes are for, but we'll see for something. So you're going to go back through the holes. Like so. These pipes through. There we go. Oh no, just about okay. Thought my screwdriver was going to be too long. So the wooden plate is back in place. Still some signs of impact damage. The new not so grey waste pipe is fitted. So we'll decide if we're going to put a bracket on, we can just put the original bracket back up, running from here up to the top. It was originally mounted onto here. The original pipe came out a long way, came out all the way out as far as here, so it's a lot more exposed. As long as that works, I'm pretty happy with that. Fingers crossed. We'll let the solvent cure for, I think it's about 48 hours, and then we'll test it. And that's the only way to know. So I hope you found that video useful. If you did, please remember to give us a thumbs up. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and join us for some more very exciting content, where hopefully we're not underneath the van trying to fix it, we're hopefully out enjoying the countryside somewhere. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you on another video very soon, hopefully with a non-leaking van. And hopefully not any more badgers.